What's going on YouTube? Bkells here with another video. Today I'm taking a break from Cold War and I'm playing Splitgate. The game is still in beta version, but if you're looking for a fun change from Warzone, you should definitely check this one out. The game is available for free on the PlayStation Store right now. I'm not too sure about Xbox or PC, but I assume it would also be free there, so be sure to check it out. I'm just happy to be playing a game that's a little break from Battle Royale for once. And Splitgate is pretty much a cross between Halo and Portal, so I'm having lots of fun with it. With that being said, I wanted to share a couple tips and tricks for the game, so let's dive right in. Hopefully you stick around until the end of the video, because I saved the best tip for last in my opinion. Tip number 1 is going to be use your portals. For some reason, there's still a lot of people just wandering around the map aimlessly, but that defeats the purpose of the game. The gates are there for a reason, so be sure to split them with your portals. Tip number 2 is run and gun, or in other words, keep moving. During a gunfight, it's much harder for the enemy to shoot you if you keep moving back and forth, so always try and stay on the move when you're in those gunfights. Tip number 3 is grab a new gun. Kinda like Warzone, there are usually places throughout the map where weapons will spawn. I really like the triple burst assault rifle because it absolutely shreds, so take advantage. Alright, tip number 4 is aim for the head. Headshot damage will be different depending on the weapon you're using. Of course it is best with the sniper rifle, but get into the habit of aiming for the upper body and the head anyways. You're bound to do more damage this way. If you can get your hands on a railgun, I believe it'll be a one-shot kill regardless of where you hit an enemy. However, it only has 4 shots. So make sure and pick them wisely. And all of the guns in this game have pros and cons, but that's not different from any other first-person shooter, right? Tip number 5, review your games. Be sure to save your replays and rewatch them. Much like theater mode in Call of Duty, Splitgate allows you to see previous matches too. What went wrong? What went right? What can you do next time to improve? And is there a player on your team or the enemy team that absolutely shredded? How did his strategy work? So you really can learn a lot by watching other players, so make sure and do so sometimes. For sure. Tip number 6 is play the objective. There are a variety of different game modes in Splitgate, so you won't get bored right away. There's Team Deathmatch, Free For All, King of the Hill, Domination, and Oddball to name a few. You can level up to unlock the different game modes, which is pretty cool, so be a team player and help out, even if it means dying sometimes. It's better to die playing the objective than to camp boosting your kill death ratio, in my opinion. Tip 7, destroy enemy portals. To destroy enemy portals, you can use an EMP grenade, so aim right for the portal and destroy it. You cannot use an enemy portal, so you might as well blow them up so the enemy cannot use them either. Alright. Tip number 8, shoot through your portals. The enemy cannot see you behind your portal, but you can see the enemy through it. So be sure to blast away when you see an enemy behind you on the other side of your portal. Tip number 9, stop enemies from placing portals. If you place a portal, an enemy cannot place his own. Annoyingly, if you want to place a portal and an enemy already has one, you must either kill the player or wait for him to die before it will go away, unless you have the EMP grenade of course. Tip number 10, super important, learn the maps. If you learn the maps, you can always stay one step ahead of the enemy, especially if he's new to the game. You will know what to expect, where enemies are likely to spawn, and what you can do to outsmart them. You'll be able to attack from above, below, and behind your enemy, so you should also learn which areas will help you play the objective perfectly. Once again, be a team player, don't be that guy that just camps trying to boost his KD, that's no fun. Tip number 11, run away and close your portals. If you become overwhelmed in a gunfight and 2 or 3 enemies join in, do not be afraid to flee. Jump through your portals, try closing them behind you too, and if you're outnumbered, you'll be outgunned as well, so do not be afraid to run from an unfair fight. It doesn't make you a wimp or anything, it makes you smart. Tip number 12, don't be a camper. This game is fast-paced and action-packed. If you're sitting in one spot the whole time, yes, you might be able to easily pick a couple people off, but you'll be missing out on a lot of action as well. Typically, you want to keep moving around. If enemies catch on to your camping spot, it won't do you any good anyways, so if you want to get more kills, keep moving. Tip 13 is using your jetpack. You can easily outplay enemies in a gunfight if you can just jump and keep shooting at them. Not only will you be making it extremely hard to hit you, but you can keep dealing damage to take your enemy out, and your jetpack will surprise your enemies too, so you might find yourself winning a couple gunfights you wouldn't have otherwise. Tip number 15, most important, have fun with the game. That is the most important thing about playing any video game in my opinion, so if you're not having fun, you're missing the point.